You can hear me, you can see me, get inside the chat box and say hello. Happy Monday. Let's see who we got on. Claudia. Hey, girl. Hey. Haley. Hi. I'm wondering if it's Haley or Hallie. I think it's Haley, but I could be wrong. Sam. Hello. Andrea. Hi. Get inside the chat box if you can hear me. Cameras on if you are able. If you're driving, maybe not cameras on, where you got crazy kiddos or whatever. But if you are able to put your camera on, please do. I see a lot of cameras off. If you are here, be here. Be here. I want to see your faces. I want to grow with you guys. Some of you guys have been on these calls for well into a year now. Just celebrated like 1 year of culture, and I'm getting to know you guys. Some of you I follow on social media. I am not going to get to know you if you never turn your cameras on. So turn your cameras on if you can. Also, before I wouldn't get out of it right now, but for next time, if your name is not on your Zoom setup and it just says like iPhone, sometimes I like to ask questions or you comment something in the chat box. And if it just says iPhone user or Zoom user, I don't know who I'm talking to. So make sure that you have it set up properly. I see a lot of your guys' names, which is great. So those are the only things that I ask is cameras on if you're able to, and make sure your name is inside. Okay. We got a lot to cover today. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's a lot that I have. So I want to just dive right in. I respect your guys' time. You'll be with me for about the next hour. Thank you guys. I don't think I tell you guys enough how much I value each and every one of you for carving out the time and the space monthly to be here. It is an honor. It is my pleasure to be able to lead you guys in business development. Everything that I teach is helping you guys grow your clientele. At the end of the day, that's what I want. You grow your clientele, you make more money. I want to help you grow a steady clientele. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for trusting me on this journey. Now that we're about a year into this, some of our topics will start to be repeatable, but we're putting different spins and things are ever changing. So none of the classes are ever going to be the exact same. This is only our second social media class we've ever done. And it was about a year ago. The last time, I think it was last June in 2025. So a lot of you guys weren't even with us. So just kind of giving you guys a layout is some, we might go over guest experience again at the end of the year. But I always want to tailor these to you guys. So that's why I ask your owners, your leaders, your educators, and I ask you guys, like, what are we struggling with right now? All right. Okay. Hi, Tammy. She's on. I need help. My girls can't get in. If they need a code, it's culture. But if they have the link, it might just let them right in. So if you need a code, there you go, Tammy. Okay. Let's see. I want to hear from you guys before we start. What are some wins in your life? Let's start off on a high and some positivity. In the last week or the last month, what is a win? Maybe you had the biggest service dollar day you've ever had, or the biggest service dollar month. Maybe you had the most request guest. Maybe you had an amazing color client. Maybe you graduated from phase 1 to phase 2 in your protege shifts. Like maybe you're getting ready to graduate from the assistant program. Let me know. Okay, there's someone said leveled up. That's huge. Good job. I leveled up. Kelsey, I'm excited. Give me some more wins. All right. Oh, wait. Every single one of you guys should be typing something in the chat box. Okay, it might be Kiana. I might pronounce your name wrong, but graduated from cosmetology school. That's a big one. Congratulations. Huge. Christy said had the biggest ticket, my dollar amount I've ever had. So I think you're talking about like service dollar amount for a single guest, maybe? That's huge. Kennedy moved to phase 2 in my assistant program. Yes. Caitlin finished the assistant program. Congratulations. If you can make it to the end of your assistant program, that is a massive accomplishment. Huge. Highest paycheck. Abby, I bet that felt good. Way to go. Claudia, I leveled up and have been taking educational classes. Amazing. Sarah says, hit a new service goal. Good job. About to begin my assistant program. Megan, glad to have you. Had a couple of my first returning clients. Jada, doesn't it feel good when you start to have returning guests? A lot of you guys are just seeing new guests. When they start to come back in, it's like weight lifted off your shoulders. It feels good. And it knows you're doing something right when you have returning and repeat guests. I love that. Kylie said, had a new extension install. Had an amazing month selling retail, posting more on social, not just stories, but actual post. Good job, Kylie. Also finished the assistant program. Sam, congratulations. Tammy, I'm not sure. I've saying, are they checking the culture calendar, the email? I can try to put the link in there one more time, but I'm not sure why they can't get in. I'm sorry they're having issues. Fully booked. That's incredible. Starting to get return clients. Yes. Good, good, good. Lots of new clients and everything went great. Amazing. Okay, now thank you guys for sharing those wins. All amazing and great things to hear. Now I want to ask you guys, what's working on social media right now? Before we dive in, has anyone seen something? Because share the wealth. Like, we want to share our experience, share what's working. I'm an open book. I'll always share with you guys. Who has posted something, done a social media strategy, whatever it is, what to you is working right now on social media? Or if you're like, shit, Lacey, nothing's working on social media right now, tell me. I want to hear from you guys of kind of where we're at with social. Okay, befores and afters. Kelsey says before and afters are working. Clients want to see the transformation. They want to see where the guest started and where the guest ended and what is potential for me. If I'm looking at your Instagram or your Facebook, oh, my hair actually looks like this before right here. And holy shit, she can get me here. I love that. Let's see. Posting consistently, Kennedy says. Consistency, key for sure. It is. It's a long game, you guys. Small giveaways are the most helpful to get more traction. Giveaways, yes. Posting different videos of steam treatments. Consistency in videos. More personality post. I love that. Stella, love it. Posting myself. Oh, isn't it crazy how guests love you and they want to see more of you and your dog and your cat and your babies and all the crazy things because they fall in love with you. So good. So good. Is it Alan? Yes, I recently started to follow everyone who looks like an ideal client and using transformations. I made a few highlight TikToks and gained clients through TikTok from different towns. Good job, Victoria. Before and afters. Stopped posting openings every day and started posting more personal stuff. Gets more engagement in my profile. Sarah, can I speak to this for just a second? Nothing. Let's see. I'm going to try to find a kind way to word this, okay? From someone who's very experienced on social media, who has gained a full clientele, cuts colors, who's gained a full extension clientele, I can promise you, just posting a blank hair photo, opening this Saturday at 12 o'clock, doesn't do anything. You got to have more context, you guys. It doesn't, when I see this, it does nothing but just either scream desperation to me. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with saying, hey, I had a last minute opening at 9 o'clock on Saturday. Post it every now and then. But if you're not posting any valuable content, any befores and afters, transformations, teach me how to oil my extensions, teach me how to keep the longevity of my toner or gloss, like, what are you doing? So I'm glad you're here today because I'm going to teach you a lot more on social media. So I love that you said that, Sarah, because and I'm not saying don't ever post your openings, but you have to have more to your social strategy and your content than just throwing up a story every now and then saying opening Saturday at this time and then wondering why no one books. Okay. Mini day vlogs. Oh, take me to behind the scenes, a day in the life. Yes. A real showing your process, educational post. Okay. All very good. I love to see what's working for you guys. All right. Next assistant class, we are going to meet Monday, June 15th at noon. So same thing once a month. We will be together Monday, June 15th at noon. Also, starting today, we have not been sharing the replays of our assistant classes. And you guys know this. I have encouraged you to show up live. I want you guys to be here live. The engagement's better. You're more in. You can ask questions. You can get inside the chat box. There's a reason that we haven't done this. Starting today, that is going to change. Every single assistant class, they're all always recorded, all of them. They will now be shared with your owners. They will be shared via in the email. They will be blasted. They will be shared to you guys. They will be shared in the Culture Hub. Because we've had a lot of high requests because you guys work on Mondays. How many of you are behind the chair on Mondays? And I might be speaking to the wrong crowd right now because if you were, you probably wouldn't be on this call right now if you had a guest. But yeah, Natasha says I am, or maybe Natasha, it just has an opening, a gap today, and she's able to be on the call. I would love to know, do you guys take clients on Mondays? Let me know in the chat box if you're like, yeah, it's an overflow day, or sometimes I can't make the calls because of they're every single Monday. Caitlin says some Mondays, but very rare. Okay. Mm. By request. Okay. Probably speaking to the ones that are not on the call right now. Not Mondays unless it's needed. Okay. Some Mondays at my part-time to the salon. Sometimes this week I had to change my schedule, but normally I work every Monday. Okay. So just know I'm going to encourage still show up live, be here live, but if you can't, you will be able to catch the replay. Okay. It has been in high request from your salon owners. So here we go. Did everyone fill out our assistant info form? I'm going to put it in the chat box. I think about, I don't know, 70 something of you guys, a lot of you filled it out. Do not fill it out again. Okay. I don't want a duplicate. Last call, I had you guys fill this out. I also sent it to your owners. So a lot of you guys have already filled this out. The majority of you have. If you're like, Lacey, I don't even know what you're talking about, click on it. I put it inside the comment box. I need your information. Okay. And you're going to see why in just a second. So if you have not filled it out, it just asks name, email address, your owner, what salon you work for, and your phone number. Like there's 4 or 5 questions. So very simple. If you've not filled that out, please do so. It's in the comment box. All right, we are starting. Before I get into the teaching, I'm going to try to go quick through this in the next 10 minutes. We're going to go over our challenge because it starts in 2 days. And I hope every single one of you is with us on this. If you filled out the form, you're participating, okay? So a lot of you guys are in, and I'm excited, and I'm going to explain all the details right now. There will also be a layout after this posted to the owners, posted in the hub, and we're going to have a community group now, just with assistants. So with that said, we are doing a 30-day consistency social media challenge. I'm going to say that again. Consistency social media challenge. That's the name of the game, is consistency. And a lot of you guys said that that's what's working for you right now inside social media. So we're going to build some more momentum on being consistent. Okay. Confidence. You guys have shared with me sometimes that I'm not as confident going face to camera, or I don't know what to post, or I don't know captions. Okay. Confidence comes from consistency. The more consistent you are inside social, you are going to build your confidence. All right. We are starting Wednesday, May 20th, which is this Wednesday. So we got like tomorrow to prep, and then it's game on. Some of you guys are already in the game because you're already posting. All right. A lot of you guys. So not a lot's going to change. I'm going to give you guys the rules and expectations and all the things. It's a 30-day challenge. I actually want to say it's like 28 because we're doing 4 weeks. We're starting Wednesday, May 20th. This challenge will end Wednesday, June 17th. Okay. It's 4 weeks. All right. Now, let's talk about what it entails. Okay. Each assistant or co-stylist, if you're on our call right now, I'm talking to you, even if you've recently graduated, okay, must complete 20 posts or reels. So I'm asking for 5 a week. You get 2 off days. All right. Saturday, Sunday, whatever your off days are, I don't care. You must post 5 reels, 5 hard posts, 5 carousels. I don't care what it is, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever your social media platform is, 5 per week. At the end of the challenge, you have to have 20 posts. Okay. 1 post per day. You cannot do all 5 in a day. You cannot. If you're like, oh, it's the end of the week and I just want to bam, 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 bam. Can't do that. You're only going to get 1 for that day. Okay. Consistency. This does not build good habits, good behavioral habits. I want you to get in the habit of it daily. Okay. And you can batch your content and schedule it if you want, but you cannot just at the end of the week, just push out 5 posts. Okay. 1 per day. All right. Here's going to catch some of you guys up. I would love for you to do 4 lives. Okay. You actually have to go green little circle recording live 4 times, 1 a week. Okay. 1 live per week. And it must be 3 minutes at a minimum. So don't kill me right now. You can't get on, talk for 15 seconds, and get off. 3 minutes minimum. All right? It can be solo. You can be in your bathroom. It can be with another assistant or co-stylist, or you guys can buddy up and do it together. It can be with your educator. Maybe you're behind the scenes and you're coloring and you want to talk about what's on your agenda for the day. It can be product education, behind the chair, Q&A. Hey, ask me a question, or like Q&A with Charlie or Andrea. Like, I don't care what it is. You have to go live. And the reason that we're doing this, and I only say one a week, because I want you guys to get comfortable with talking face to camera. You just said that a lot of you, your personality and showing behind the scenes and your life is hitting, that's working. People want to see you. So plan out, what are your 4 lives going to be? Okay. And I don't care what day of the week they are. We're just shooting for 1 a week. 5 stories per week. Okay. Minimum 1 story per day. So the days that you're posting, I would just post a story. I'm only asking for 1. It could be an opening. It could be a transformation. It could be a product knowledge of this is the product we're featuring this week. Whatever it is, salon, behind the scenes, coffee, guest selfie, boomerang, product, literally anything. Okay. 1 story per day, 5 in the week. So it's the same thing with your posting reels. Okay. Denise asked a question about Facebook. Does Facebook still allow you to go live? It used to. I don't know if it does. Okay. If it doesn't, we'll make exceptions to possibly doing a video that's 3 minutes that you can post. The thing about this that I don't love, let me say, what I love about going live, it's raw, it's real. It's going to catch your mistakes. If it's pre-recorded, you're going to do it 100 times and you're going to spend a freaking hour on it. And you're going to just dissect it and tear it apart and all the things. That's not what I want. I want it to be raw, real in the moment. So I don't love the idea of pre-recorded, but if Facebook, let me do some research on this, as Facebook does not have a live button, I want to say it still does. If it doesn't, we'll put other stipulations on there because maybe your platform is not Instagram and that's okay. Let's just take a look. I'm locked out. Dang it, I forgot. I have this new brick. I'm locked out of my apps right now, so I can't even get into it. Okay. Any specific times we should be posting? No. Anything that works best for you. I would look at your analytics at what's working for your audience. When are you getting the most engagement? I love to post first thing in the morning because when people wake up, they're on their phones, they're scrolling, they're going to see your post first thing. If night works better for you, post in the evening. Look at your analytics weekly, and I would gauge it based on that. All right. Okay, so we're going to base all of this on a scorecard. You're going to get points for every post, every reel, every live. Okay. So the weekly requirements, and you guys are going to get all this information. So don't freak out and be like, I didn't write it down. You're going to get it all. You're going to get it all step by step. So you know exactly what to do. 5 post reels a week, 1 live a week, 5 stories a week. You're going to be put into accountability pods, which we already have. I'm going to share those with you in just a second. So I would like daily communication with your pod, or maybe just a reminder, hey guys, don't forget to post today. Or when you start following each other, maybe you hype each other up, encourage each other, give ideas. Hey, this worked for me. Hey, this didn't work for me. And then weekly Wednesday check-ins. So you're going to check in with each other with your accountability pod every day. You're going to check in with me once a week. Every Wednesday, you are to check in with me, and you're going to do that by filling out a form. When you fill out the form, it's going to ask you what you did, and that's how I'm going to tally up everyone's points. We will have a scoreboard every single week. I will post the leading, who's in the top, who's leading right now. If you miss a day, it's okay. Don't miss 2 days in a row. Okay? It's okay. We're human. It's going to happen. You might have a really busy day and you miss it. It's okay. Don't miss 2 days in a row. Okay? Sorry, didn't explain that right. Instagram requires you to have 1,000 followers, but I can go live on Facebook. I'm going to fact check that because I don't believe that, but I could be wrong. I mean, unless they just changed this, I went live every single day for years and never had 1,000 followers. So I'm going to look into that, Denise. If that's the case, that shocks me that they would change that. I'm going to double check. Okay. Great questions though. Okay. On a business page, maybe you're talking about Facebook. Okay. All right. So what matters most? Accountability pods, I think, are going to make or break your guys' entire experience in this challenge. You're going to have a pod leader. Someone is going to take lead of your pod. Check in, encourage, get the talk going. Um, Platforms, let's talk about that. We now have a private culture co-stylist Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, sorry, get one. That's the platform that we're going to use. I will post reminders. I will post the Google form weekly to check in with me. I'll make sure all the rules, everything is put inside the group. So let's say, for instance, your owner is crazy busy right now. They haven't got you the form or the expectations right after this. Everything is inside the Facebook, so it doesn't have to be relayed through third party through your owner. They can relay everything to you, but at the same time, I want you guys to take accountability, take responsibility for your own actions. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. I want every single person on the call right now to go ahead and get inside the Facebook group. The link's inside the chat box. So I'm going to wait a second so you guys can go ahead and add. I might have to accept you guys, so I'll just go through afterwards and accept everyone. That is how we are going to communicate as a group. All right. Stack number 2, Google Forms. Okay. So private culture co-stylist Facebook group. Google Forms is how you're going to check in with me weekly. You will get a form. You will see it in the Facebook group. It will be inside email. Okay. That is how you're going to weekly submit. Did I hit my 5 posts? Did I hit my 5 stories? Did I go live one time this week? You are going to check all that off. That's how we're going to keep tally of your score. Last but not least, group text, that will be accountability pods. If you guys want to get in and let's say on Sundays, you guys get on Zoom, that's personal preference. You guys can do that, or let's all do FaceTime, whatever it is, but I at least want daily check-ins with you guys. All right. Like I said, we're going to have a point system. I'll go through this real fast. I don't expect you guys to memorize this. For each post and reel, there's going to be 5 points. So total of 20. Now, you're going to ask, Lacey, can I post more than 5 times and get more points? Yes, you can, but only up to 7. So you want to be a little go-getter and post every single day for the next 30 days and get additional points. You can do that, but only up to 7 points on that, okay? Lives, you're getting 10 points for going live. So this is the cream of the crop. You're getting the most points if you go live. Some people are going to opt out on this. I'm going to tell you right now. Some of you will choose not to go live. Your fear will get in the way. You're saying, I'm not going to do that because of whatever reason. That's okay. Those of you that do, you're going to be bumped up on that leaderboard. Okay. So 10 points for every single time you go live. Story day completed, you get 2 points for every story. Weekly check-ins. So when you check in with me and submit your Google form, you get 5 points. And then, okay, that's it on the point board. If you are a pod leader, so you're thinking, how are we going to establish that? You guys are going to decide. You get to decide, step up to the plate and say, I want to be a pod leader once I post the information. And hopefully someone in your group will step up. I need a leader in every single pod. So I'm going to go ahead. If you're like, how are we going to do this? I've divided you guys. I wanted to make sure that everyone, because some of you guys are from same salons. We actually have quite a few of you that are all from, let's say, like Jesse's salon or Misha's salon. And I want to make sure you guys are in different groups. So I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers and the names in the chat box. Hopefully it copies and pastes smooth because I want you guys to be able to see this. And I would take a screenshot of this because it's got the phone numbers and you need it to be able to reach out. Okay. You guys are responsible for getting in your pods. All right. We've got 12 pods right now. If you did not fill out the form and I wasn't able to put you in a pod before this recording, don't worry, don't stress. After this, I will get you in a pod and I will make sure that it's posted inside the Facebook group so you guys can see the updated information. Because there might be one of you, 2 of you guys that are like, wait, I didn't fill that out yet. Okay. What you're going to see in this, you're going to see pod number. You're going to see your name. So scroll until you find your name. Then you're going to see your owner's name. Okay. The owner's name is the second thing. And then you're going to see the phone numbers. Okay. So let me go ahead and make sure all of this information is good. I want to make sure the spacing's okay. We have 12 different pods. And like I said, we could be adding to these based on if we did not get everyone's form. Okay. Please take a screenshot so you guys have everyone's numbers and you guys can start reaching out. All right. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh, it won't let me send it. It's 2,000 care. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to do this in different realm. Hold on, guys. Let's back it up. It's still loud. Okay, let's do 2 pods at a time, or maybe 3. Let's try for 3. It's too long. That's why. All right, we'll go for 3 at a time. All right, the first 3 pods have been posted. Bear with me. I'm going to get the rest of them put in there. Okay, pods 4, 5, and 6 have been posted. I'm going to give you guys a second too to get information. Pods 7, 8, and 9 have been posted. All right, pod 10, 11, and 12. Now, your name, co-stylist first, the owner's name, and then the cell phone number. I will say, let me go back for this for just a second. I think we have a little typo on someone. If you're on the call right now, I'd love to know. Kennedy, are you on the call right now? If you are, there was a typo in your phone number. I know this because it's like a colon in there, and we need to make sure we have your right phone number. So, Kennedy, if you're on, please put your phone number in the chat box so we can update this and make sure your accountability pod knows your number. Okay, with that being said, oh, thank you, Kennedy. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna update this real quick. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, Caitlin's phone number's wrong too. Okay, cool. Should be. You guys, typos. These copied directly over. This is not on me. This is on you guys. Okay, Caitlin, let me update this real quick too. Let's see. Thank you for telling me that though, because your team will need to know. What pod are you in? Pod 11. Perfect. Okay, okay. Ellie, is your phone number wrong too? Let's see what we've got. That's 099. She put 98. Yep. Okay. Ellie's, there's hers as well. And that's in pod. Ellie is pod 11. Okay, good deal. All right. So you guys are responsible reaching out, getting your pods, getting your groups. You got the Facebook group now. I also want you to come up with a pod name. All 12 pods need a name. So as the leader of the pod or anyone in, I'd get on ChatGPT, come up with a fun name. I think let's make this fun. So I would get into ChatGPT, start like pitching and catching, and come up with a fun pod name. All right. All right, let's go back for a second. We will post the weekly check-ins on May 27th. That's a week from this Wednesday. June 3rd, June 10th, and June 17th. Those will be the 4 check-ins. All you have to do is fill out a Google form, submit that, and then you're done. All right. So those are the 4 check-in dates. That gives you 1 whole week of content. All right. So now you're wondering, like, what's the price? Okay. Got a couple different ideas. I was either thinking, and I kind of want to get from you guys, would you rather have, I'm going to throw this out there. Okay. 3 different things. An Amazon gift card. Okay. Would you rather have a content creator package? This would look like something like my favorite wireless charger, my favorite tripod, possibly a ring light, microphone, like basically a whole content creation package, or 6-month membership into the Content Coven. So let me explain what this is for a second. I have been a member inside the Content Coven with Coach Ani. I'm going to put her Instagram handle in here in just a second. She teaches all the ins and outs, bells and whistles on social media, specifically IG and TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, she's huge on TikTok. Okay. So we would do a 6-month membership that Culture LG Education would pay for you to be in to get education for 6 months. Out of those three, which one, like, say, oh, I just want the Amazon gift card, I want the creator package, or I want the education? Okay, let me know which one resonates. Because if a lot of you guys are saying this is the one that I would need, let me know. Okay. Okay, education and 6-month membership. That's what I'm saying. Creator package. Okay, cool. You need all the things. 6-month education. Okay, maybe we can do a little bit of both too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have one winner, one big winner. So whoever has the top amount of total points, we'll have like one grand prize winner. And then also if everyone completes, like if you complete the challenge, we're going to do some sort of prize, might be Amazon gift cards for every single person that completes it. So if you make it all 4 weeks, you never miss a post, you go for, all 4 lives, all the things, and there will be, I'll say, a reward prize for every single person that completes the challenge. And then we'll have one big prize for the overall winner. Education 6-month, creator content. Okay, cool. That gives me a good idea of where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and put Ani's information in here. If you guys do not follow her, you are missing out. Follow Ani. She is the queen of all things social. She's so consistent. She posts like 100 billion times across like 80 million platforms on YouTube, on TikTok, on all the things. So you want to go follow her. I'm also going to put the content Kevin on here. She is doing a 14-day trial. So if you're interested in even looking at it, I think it's like $14 for 14 days. So like $1 a day. She does like monthly calls. She's got literally, you could copy and paste so much of her stuff because it's all hairstylist beauty related. If you do color and extensions, it's going to be more up your alley because that's what she does. She's very heavy on color, very heavy on extensions. She's got a hairline. She's got an extension method. Tons. She does like audits. So if you want her to audit your IG, oh my God, like trending audio she'll give you. She's got content calendars. So if you're like, I just want someone to just give me a calendar, she'll tell you what to post. She's got story templates, caption templates, literally everything. All right. So I just put it inside the chat box. Okay. Okay. Now let's get into the training. Okay. We got about 30 minutes. So I'm going to keep going. Any questions thus far? If you're lost, the one thing that I want you to do is get in the Facebook, because that is where I'm going to be able to communicate with you outside of these calls. All right. I'll put it in there one more time. Get inside the Culture Co-Stylist Facebook group. And that is where we can communicate. You can ask all the questions in there, and I will get back with you guys on those questions too about like, does Facebook go live, things like that. Okay. All right. I'm going to go and screen share and we're going to get into today. All righty. Can someone give me a thumbs up that you guys can see my, can you guys see this? LG Education Strategies? Okay. Perfect. All right. We are going to go over basically the 2 social strategies that I have used consistently. And there's been time, I don't use them both at the same time, but I love options and I want to give you guys options. Okay. We love options, right? So pick one or the other. Don't do both. Don't recommend it. It'll overwhelm you. It's too much. Pick one or the other. So we're going to go over both of these today. This is where I take notes. If you got pen and paper, you got your phone out, this is where I would take notes. Okay. We're going to go over Daily 4 or Core 4. You can call it either one, Daily 4 or Core 4. And then the other one that we're going to go over is called Pearls. And I've done both and they both work beautifully. All right. If you guys have questions along the way, please put them in the chat box and I will answer those as we go about. Okay. So what is Core 4? Audio, going live, reel, and writing. So let me explain what these are. Okay. And what the purpose. Core 4 is designed to nurture your audience and cover different areas where people consume. How many of you guys are readers? You love to read captions, hooks get you, If someone writes like a story, you're like all in and you want to read. Like you're an education junkie, you love to read, right? Okay, you're going to be hooked on someone's story. How many of you guys or more so go through stories at the top of IG or TikTok and you just love to watch videos? You don't even read the captions. That's me. I'm going to be honest. I don't love to read a lot of captions. I'm hooked more on visuals and videos. Okay. The reason why we do 4 is because you want to cast a broad net to get as many people as you can into your funnel, into your world. You got to post in different platforms in different areas. So writing, meaning you're typing out your thoughts, you're typing out what's going on, you're typing out the product of the month and what this conditioner does for your hair, or this mask, or this volumizing product. You're gonna speak to a certain audience. Those of you that love to watch and you're literally parting off the hair, spritzing the root lift in, showing them how to use it just on a video, you're going to capture a different audience. Do you guys understand this? That there are different people that consume information differently. Okay. That is why we do these 4 areas. Okay. So the audio, okay, you're going to send one audio every single day. So we're talking like Monday through Friday, if that's your work schedule, or Tuesday through Saturday, whatever it may be. You're sending these to guests. Is that weird? Maybe a little, but it works. So maybe it's a check-in. Instead of check-in text, how many of you guys check in with clients? Let's say you color their hair. Do you check in with them 24, 48 hours later, 72? If you do extensions, do you check in with them? I sure hope you do if it's a new guest. Okay. This would be an audio and you would say, hey, Susie, it's Lacey at Salon Lace. I just wanted to check in. How are you loving your color? Okay. I know we took you a little bit brighter, yada, yada, yada. I would love some feedback. Maybe you even give them like your feedback form or for them to leave a review for you. If it's an extension guest and it's a new client, and maybe whether you're doing a move up or a new install, hey, Susie, it's Lacey with Salon Lace. I just wanted to check in. How are your extensions feeling? What have your friends and family said? I would love to talk with you or love to chat, XOXO. Keep it short and simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Okay. You're literally holding down the audio and you're sending them like a text, either a voice memo or a straight audio from iPhone to iPhone. No other stylist is going to do this. And they hear your voice, they hear your tone. Maybe it's happy birthday. Maybe you know it's their birthday because you take client information, they fill out a card when they come in, or it shows up on Facebook that it's their birthday. Hey, Susie, happy birthday. I wanted to wish you, I hope you have a great day. Maybe it's their anniversary, but whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be hair related. Like send them an audio. It's a touch point and it makes you stand out. It works. Just thinking about you. Oh, you're right. I didn't book my last appointment. Shoot, she messaged me. She was actually on my mind. Hey, can I go ahead and schedule for 2 weeks? Great, let's get you on the books. You guys see this? It's different. You want to go the extra mile? You can even film yourself talking and send a video. Okay. All right. Go live every single day. How many of you guys are scared to go live? Kylie says guests love check-ins. They do. It makes them feel special. All right. How many of you guys like go live all the time? You feel good or you don't ever use it or it's old school? Like I want to know your feedback on this or you're terrified to just talk in front of the camera. Give me your feedback right now in the comments. Get inside the chat box. Let me know your thoughts. Do you go live? Do you not go live? I'm scared. I'm not scared. I just don't do it. It doesn't work. Love to hear. I used to go live every single day for several years. Several. And it built my entire business. Denise says I used to all the time until I couldn't. Okay. Nervous, never done before. Never done a live before. Okay, cool. So maybe this might be your first couple lives. What's going to happen is your followers on IG, you're going to see a little red circle go around their name and it's going to say live at the top. It literally will bump your story to the very front and it says live. Someone clicks on it, they're on your live. You're talking, okay? Is there topic ideas for lives? I have them in this presentation right here. So yes, nervous. I like lives. My clients don't. Why do your clients don't like it? I'm just curious. Or is that a story you're telling yourself? I think the ones that are interested in your information and interested in the commentary. Okay, so a lot of people have their phone on mute or silent. Maybe they don't watch lives. Some do, some won't. Okay, going live every single day. It is getting you comfortable speaking. The more you speak in front of the camera, the more fluently it will become, the more confident you will become. Okay, post one reel every single day. So reel and write are in the same thing. You're going to say, Lacey, it's the same thing, but the write is the caption. Okay. Write one valuable caption every single day. Valuable. You can't just put a emoji fist pump or a heart. That's not a valuable caption. That tells me nothing. I want you to write some valuable information. Get on ChatGPT. Okay. You have to have a hook and you have to have a call to action. CTA, call to action, if you don't know what that is. At the end or at the beginning, I don't care where you put the call to action. You can put it at the beginning, you put it in the middle, you can put it at the end, you can put it in all three spots. Tell me what you want me to do. Why did you post this piece of information, this content? What's the purpose? To book with you? To fill out your form? To call the salon? Like, break it down Barney style. Tell me what you want. I know it sounds crazy, but like, you have to tell your people what you want them to do. Okay? You have to include a call to action in all your posts. And maybe it's as simple as like this, share it, or comment for your ideas. Like, there's so many call to actions, guys. So many. Okay? And as far as writing, I'm saying at least 10 sentences, at least. So your reel and your write go together. It's the same post. Your reel, or it doesn't even have to be a reel. Let's say it's a hard post, like a static image. Maybe it's a picture of the salon. Maybe it's a branding picture of you in your chair. Maybe it's a before and after, a carousel. Then you have the caption underneath it, the information, the content. So those two really do go hand in hand. Okay. So we're asking for an audio, a live, and a reel with a caption every single day, core 4. Okay. We just went over all of this right here. Audio, live, reel, write. Okay. Writing, tell us your story. Write about life lately, or an educational caption that pairs perfectly with your photo, reel, or carousel. Always use a compelling hook and call to action. Okay. All right. Any questions about core 4 before we move on? Cool. All right. That's every single day too. I'm talking 7 days a week. For our challenge, we're doing 5 days, 5 posts. Okay. So technically 5 days a week. This is every single day. You're getting in front of people. Hey, there's Natalie. Oh, Natalie's posting again. Oh, there's Natalie talking about a product. Oh, Natalie is doing transformation sound extensions. Oh, you know what? I need my hair done. Oh, I've seen Natalie post that. It's all the time. You have to get in front of people. You have to get in front of them all the time. Think about every single thing that's out there, billboards and literature and marketing. Like, it's noisy. We live in a very noisy world now, and everyone is consumed with these devices. You're competing in a very competitive market. You've got to put your face and name out there. You have to. If you don't, you are going to grow at snail's pace. You're going to get left behind. Does referrals and word of mouth still work? You betcha it still does. But you pair that with social media and you skyrocket. Your growth is exponential. Okay. So I want you guys to pair the two. You do need referrals. You do need word of mouth. You do need to get in your community. Okay. Word of mouth is never going to go away, but neither is this. All right. Pearls. This one's fun. This one to me is a little more challenging because you have to keep track with tallies. Okay. And I had a notebook. I literally went to Walgreens, Walmart, bought a college ruled notebook, and I would date the top. So I would put May, what's the date? 14th. That's not the date today. What's the date? 18th, whatever the date is. I would put May 18th, 2026, and I would have one page per day. You are going to need to keep track on this one. Post, engage, add, referrals, live, and stay connected. That's what it stands for. Pearls is designed to connect and engage with your ideal clientele. You are building new connections every day and nurturing your current audience. All right? All right. Plan out your marketing. Post one time per day. Once again, that's a reel. That could be a carousel. That could be a static image. You are posting something every single day. So post, check. You get one tally. Engage. So you're going to put pearls down the notebook. You're going to write it instead of horizontal across, you're going to write it vertical. Pearls. Post, one tally. Engage. Engage 25 to 50 times per day with your ideal audience. And you're thinking, Lacey, who is my ideal audience? What type of clients do you want? Do you want extension clients? Do you want color? Do you want funky cuts? You want vivids? What is your ideal audience? Where are they hanging out? Okay. Engaging with them would be commenting on their story, commenting on their post. You could send them a DM. That's engaging. You've got to engage with them in some way to where when they log on IG, on TikTok, on Facebook, a notification pops up that Natasha just liked my or commented on blah, 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 this post. You have to engage. It's hard. 25 is a lot. 25 times in a day or up to 50. So you tally. In the morning, maybe you devote 30 minutes to pearls, and you for that 30 minutes before you go into work, you are engaging. You're not just scrolling. You're being a content creator and you're engaging with your ideal audience. This works. Works like crazy, guys. Adding the A in pearls. You're going to follow 25 to 50 people of your ideal clientele. Instagram will actually block you if you follow that many. How do I know? Because I've done this. My ideal target audience is hairstylists and salon owners. So I will go and follow hairstylists and salon owners until IG blocks me. And they say, hey, you've reached your capacity, stop. Okay. You might go, you guys, I'm going to be really unprofessional for a second. It says my Mac will sleep soon unless plugged in. It's plugged in, but it must not be plugged in on that side. So hold on one second. I don't want to lose you guys. So hold on. Gotta make sure it's plugged in. All right, we're back in business. Okay. Follow 25 to 50 people of your ideal clientele. So let's say you are shooting for an extension clientele. Some of you guys work for extension studios. Okay. Where are they hanging out? Why is this still? I wonder if my plugin's not working. It says it again. So maybe there's like a high-end shopping center and you can like geotag things on IG. You can go to this area, see where people will like check in. This used to be a thing on IG. I think it still is. Use hashtags. Where do people shop? Go there and start adding people of who your ideal audience is. Okay? Referrals, 3 referrals a day. And you're thinking, Lacey, how do I get referrals? Okay. This might be, let me explain this. I think the best way, and this was a hard one for me to hit, especially when I wasn't in the salon. If I was not inside of the salon, it was hard for me to hit this. If I was in, no big deal, because I at least saw 3 people. If you're working with your educator, maybe you have the guests that you guys are working on together, that you and your educator, let's say Michaela, and you're doing a move up on this guest. Maybe she takes a selfie or you guys take some before and afters and she posts it on her story. She tags you. Thank you, Michaela and Natalie, for my amazing color today or my blowout. When she tags you and you reshare it, that's a referral. Someone's basically bumping you out to the world. Maybe they go and take a car selfie and they tag you. That's a referral. Okay? Live. Go live 1 time per day. Stay connected is continuing your education. You guys are already doing that right here inside Culture. Or maybe you join Content Coven. Okay? Staying connected could be watching videos on YouTube. It's educational. How are you staying connected with social media and the hair industry to constantly be leveling up? To me, this is education. I don't really like stay connected. I think it's education driven. Okay? So how are you guys every single month, every single week, every single day continuing your education inside of this industry? Business and technical. All right? You guys about to plug this in. Do you guys have questions on this? You guys hear that? It's on. It stays on. Questions about pearls? Okay. No, ma'am. I like it. Why it matters. Okay. Social media is everything, you guys. Like I said, it's not going away. We are heavily absorbed in our phones. Okay. We know that you can grow insanely fast with the power of social media and it's free. People pay a lot of money for Meta and for ads, and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Snapchat and all of that are free. Free, free, free. Why would we not be utilizing it? Okay. Tips and tricks. You guys already know a lot of these things, but I want to go over them one more time. Clean backgrounds. And I'll tell you guys one thing too. If you are new and you do a full color transformation and you have black capes and use a lot of lightener and lightener gets on the shoulders or the front or the back of a cape, change the cape before you do photos. It drives me bonkers to see after pictures and there's lightener all over the cape. Take the cape off, take the after photos, or put a clean cape on your guest. Okay? Use a ring light if it's after dark. You're going to have crappy lighting when the sun goes down. Okay? Minimal editing. You can edit pictures. Absolutely put some makeup on my face. Just recently, I got my hair done by some of our culture assistants and culture community. And I was like, I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, especially after the day of like you've been sitting in the salon for 6 hours and you take some of my face makeup off and you're getting around my hairline, like slap some makeup on me in an editing app. Please, I will thank you for it. Okay. But as far as the hair, you still want it to be true. I would not over edit your photos. Okay. The angle you shoot's important. You've got good angles, you've got bad angles. Okay. Take photos near windows. Your better pictures are going to be near a window. Okay. Use hashtags, be consistent, get inspiration from other artists or business owners. Follow each other, follow everyone in your pod. If someone did like a day in the life and you're like, that looks fun, steal it. Do a day in the life. Get inspiration from others. Okay. I'm not going to get into this because we got 10 minutes. Posting ideas. You guys will get a copy of this. I'll make sure it's in our culture co-stylist Facebook group, our private group with just us. And then it'll also be emailed to your guys' owners. It'll be a copy of this presentation. Okay. There's so many ideas. Literally anything you guys can post. Here's just some ideas for you guys. Favorite product of the week. Okay. Maybe you took family photos recently. That still counts. It's your personality. It's your brand. It's who you are. Coloring a guest, blow drying, you behind the chair, stitching, any extension method, big transformation, stylish shout outs, team pics, salon pics, stock photos, before and afters, process of coloring a guest, how I style my hair, your salon anniversary, seasonal photos. Why do I have to fill out an application to apply? Clients' formulas, anything. Education. While we're on this call right now, I'd be taking a screenshot or a boomerang and posting it and tagging me. So many ideas, guys. Same with videos. Think valuable. When I post any video inside of LG Education, here's what my one thought all the time. What does this do for someone? Okay. What value does this bring my followers? I want you to constantly think about value. What does value mean to you guys? How do you get value from other people? Think value, value, value. If you're targeting guests to get in your chair, booties, okay, you need clients, I'm going to tell you right now, spitting off a crazy formula of a 9WG and a 09VV, and I added a splash of an 8NW in there. If I don't do hair, that goes way over my head and does not bring me value. You're speaking to hairstylist. Wrong target market, you guys. Who is your ideal target market? Who's your clients? Speak to them. Give me value. Show me something I don't know. And you have to remember, they know nothing. Break it down Barney style. We are the professionals. We know how to brush our hair. But someone brand new with extensions might have no idea. They don't have any idea. You've got to show them not to snag the top to start. Maybe they start at the bottom and maybe you just do a quick tutorial on literally brushing your hair. Like when I say break it down Barney style, you have to assume they know nothing. Even oiling. Maybe they get oil and they just slap it on like the top and then they're like, my hair's oily all the time. No, we just want to start at the ends and work our way up. Okay. Commitment, social media, plan. Okay. All right. That's about it inside this. I'm going to make sure you guys get a copy of this. Let me jump over, see if I got anything else in my notes. What questions? Okay. And then I'm going to end on, let's talk about, I want to hear some fears of your guys' in just a second. Okay. Is it Alan? Do I keep pronouncing your name wrong? If I do, please say something. Like pronounce it out for me. She said yes. Okay. Does it matter which platform? No, it doesn't. If your platform's TikTok and you have a great following on TikTok and that's your preference, post on TikTok. Okay? I don't know if you go live on TikTok, but I'll find out. I'll make sure I get you all that information. Or if you're posting on Instagram, should you go live on Instagram as well? One platform. So live is probably not going to transfer over. Like if I go live on IG, I don't believe it transfers over to Facebook. What is your main platform? Where do you have the most followers? Where are you posting the most? Now, I would absolutely cross promote. So what I post on Instagram absolutely goes on my Facebook page. Okay. You want diverse platforms. You're going to reach different audiences on different platforms. Okay. Posting, yes. Stories, yes. Live, one platform, at least for the challenge. You could go live on multiple platforms. And I have. I've went live on IG and Facebook. Same thing. Okay. Yes, you do. Once you get 1,200 followers on TikTok is my main platform. Okay. So it's crazy. They make you reach a certain amount of followers before you can go live. So if that's the case and you guys can't, we'll have to remove this from the challenge. But I will confirm before we go further, before we start on Wednesday. Okay. All right. Last but not least is we've got about a couple more minutes. Give me your guys' fears. If you're looking at this and you're saying, Lacey, this is the part that's going to stump me, or this is what I'm scared about, or maybe nothing, and you're like gun ho and excited. Okay. I really want you guys to lean on your accountability buddies. Your pod is going to be everything. And I'm going to say this right now. Let me pull up. Let's see this for a second. Please don't be the person that says they want to do this. You filled out the form, you got in the Facebook group, and then you ghost your accountability pod. Do not be that person. Don't be an asshole accountability buddy. Seriously, show up, respond, and maybe it's just a, hey guys, I did my post for the day. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? That's all you got to ask. Cheering you guys on. Give inspiration. Okay? It doesn't have to be a long post or a long check-in or text, but like, don't be the accountability buddy that ghosts. Okay? Scared to go live. I love this. Caitlin says, I'm kind of scared to go live. That's okay. I want you to be scared. I hope your heart is beating out of your chest and you're sweaty. I hope your palms are sweaty because what this does is I want to get you guys uncomfortable. I want you to come back in a month on the calls and you guys be like, holy moly. Like, I feel way more comfortable. I don't know if 4 lives is going to get you way more comfortable, but if you were talking every day on your stories, put a filter on, talk on your stories. I'd love for you to go book, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we're doing a promo on extensions. You're going to get more comfortable. The whole point of this is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's how you grow. That's how you grow a clientele. All right. Norma says going live too. Going live, I'm kind of shy. Going live, mentally freezing live. And you know what, Kennedy, let me tell you something. Kennedy, if you mentally like freeze, just in the live. And let me tell you something. Out of your couple hundred followers, couple thousand, whatever, 5 people might jump on live. Maybe 2. Not that many people are going to jump on your live. So at the end of the day, does it really matter? It matters to me. It matters to your owner, to your salon, and it's growing you. I'll say as a business person, as a stylist, as an artist, it is growing you. That's what it's doing. You are going to learn to speak in front of a camera to market yourself and your business. If you do not think you're in the sales industry, you are wrong. You picked the wrong industry. Go work for someone else. You have to be able to market yourself. And social media is one way to do that. And that's all what we talked about today. Okay. If you freeze and nothing comes out of your mouth or you're literally going to pass out, just turn off the phone. Who cares? Just go, just get off. Jump back on later tonight, you know? Can you put the link in the form in the chat to the form? Alan, are you talking about to the assistant form? I want to make sure I get the right form if you have not filled it out yet. There you go. Okay. Let me see what else. I've had clients comment before on how much I post, but said it in almost a negative way. I don't want to seem annoying. Oh, Christy, can we talk about this for a second? Not your client. Who cares? If one person or two people said something like, oh, you post a lot, or oh, you post, good. I'm glad you noticed. Mute, unfollow, whatever. That's not your ideal person. If you don't like seeing something, do you guys not mute or unfollow? I sure do. If I'm like done or this is annoying me, I just mute or unfollow. That mentality of I don't want to seem annoying, wrong mentality. We've got to get over that. And I love you, Christy, and I will cheer you on every step of the way. And you're not alone. How many other of you guys have this same fear of being annoying? Okay. I'm going to butcher this saying, but have you guys ever heard of the squeaky wheel? The squeaky wheel gets the prize or the award or whatever. It's the same way. Same with building a clientele. Are you here to be liked by every single person, or are you here to become an incredible artist and make a beautiful living and provide for your family? I choose the latter. I don't give a crap about what people think. If they don't like me, they can unfollow, they can mute, all the things. Okay. Being overwhelmed, not being able to handle the demand. Oh, what a beautiful thing. Alan, if you have so many people coming at you, you can't handle it, I want that for you. I think that's incredible. That's what you want. Kylie says, feeling overwhelmed, being too in my head on what topic to post about. Finding the content to use that relates to the topic and having a caption that hits. Not every caption's gonna hit. Kylie, I'll tell you that right now. Sometimes you're gonna have posts that don't do well, and that's okay. It's consistency and knowing that at the end of the day, those analytics, the likes and stuff, don't even look at the likes. Just get in the habit of posting. Just get in the habit of sharing. Okay. You can really analyze the analytics later, but for this 30-day challenge, I just want you guys to create that habit. I want you to build momentum. Okay. Kendall says going live. Yes, please. Okay. I love it. Hell yeah. Let's go. I block them if you don't like it. Whatever. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys inside the Facebook group. I'm going to put it in one more time. Okay. Please get inside of our Culture Co-Stylist Facebook page because that's where I will be able to communicate just with you guys. If you don't get in there, you will be responsible for getting with your owner and educator to get this information because I'm going to be putting out a Google form every Wednesday. I'm going to do a leaderboard. Like you're going to see where you're at. And also I'll post the pods in there too. So for any reason you're like, crap, I didn't get their number. That's okay. Okay. So get inside the Facebook group so we can communicate after this call. I love you guys so much. I'm here for you. You guys can ask questions inside this Facebook group and I want to cheer you guys on every step of the way and I want to build some momentum. So that's what this 30-day challenge is, okay? All right, I'll see you guys inside the Facebook group. You guys have an awesome Monday. Go slay it today and this week. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.